Hello everyone, this is Caro in Lacey's Creations here in South Australia. Well, tonight I've got my Edith Holden botanical journal all ready to film. But before I get started on that, I'd just like to welcome everybody here with me tonight and all my subscribers and all my new subscribers. And as you can see, I have just printed out this Instagram because I've had quite a few people asking me what my Instagram is because Lacey's Creations was taken and I couldn't use that. And I do have it in my bio if anyone forgets, but this is it, Caro-Lacey. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, that's where you go to. Okay, let's crack into this. So as you can see, Edith Holden on the front there, just lay it up with some hessian, a simple hitch post closure there, and lovely furniture tapestry. What do you call it? I've had a blank already. Haven't even opened the book and I've already had a blank. Lovely metal corners and a little dangle post there. And I've got these glass beads on here. They're quite nice. And some little butterflies. And that's that. And then we just, so you just push down and loop that onto there and then push down and take it off. So it's very easy. Okay, let's get into the first page. So I've in this pocket here, which is also the tapestry fabric, I've just got a few little things in there. And a little card in here. I've used quite a bit of wallpaper in this one, a bit of texture paste and a fair bit of lace. So that's just book page with texture paste on it, and a bit of I've done quite a bit of clusters or little corner collages. This is just a little group Scrappy Pad there. These were inspired by Dulcina .n. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'll link her channel down below, but they're gorgeous, those. And this is just oh, beautiful. This is all original ephemera here, and I've just backed it with coffee and tea dyed paper and done a bit of stenciling. Now the other digitals I've used are Ruby and Pearl and Chapter 1, and obviously some Tracy Fox creative labels, and I have got a couple of happiness and crafting papers. So this is just a bit of texture paste, some stamping, original old wallpaper, avocado dyed paper. I've used a lot of things out of my stash for this one, which I'm very happy about. Put a few charms on. This is the dust jacket off the book, and then I've just made a couple of tags in there. And just tells you a little bit about Edith there. That's an original page. Let's put another little notepad in there. Little ticket in there. This is one of the lilies out of the page. And this is some decoupage on calico that I've done. I was quite happy with the way that turned out. It's a original book cover off a Reader's Digest garden book. Bit of ledger with texture paste. Another little corner cluster. Another tag. I think that could be Chapter 1's. And that's definitely Ruby and Pearl. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I actually forgot to put it in, but I just slipped it in there just before I started filming. These are lovely old original papers. So this is the centre. That's Edith's page on chestnuts, and then just a little cigarette card to go in there, a bit of scrap, an old piece of book page, and a first day cover from 1974 on chestnuts. So I just thought that went all right there with those things. I won't flip everything back in because I'm trying to be a little bit mindful of the time. So a bit of collage in there, a bit of old antique lace. This is a very old garden book that I've used throughout, a 1935 garden book, and so you'll see bits of that throughout. Another little tag in there. More old graph paper. This is just a picture out of that same book. A journal on there, and I just pop that in because I liked it. This is another one of Odolcina. I'll have to try and find out how to say her name properly. And it's just a little scrappy. She put them up on Instagram, and then I went over to her YouTube channel and had a little look at that, and I just love them. I think I'll be having them in all my journals from now on. The other side of that dust jacket, a little bit of collage in there. This yellow paper is lovely. So I went out into my garden. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the reel. I went out into my garden and picked a big bunch of kangaroo paw feet flowers and boiled them up, and this is a result of that. This is on watercolour, so it's a little bit thicker, this page, and then that's just a thinner paper. These are ruby and pearl little bits and pieces, and I've just added some of this old drawer liner, which is very old antique. And fussy cut that piece of Edith there. This is another piece of the decoupage on the calico, and that's the other side, a bit of the dust jacket of the book, a bit of stamping. More of the avocado dyed paper, a little bit of a collage up there just to break up the page. And this was my gum leaves that I tried pressing on there when I was tea dyeing some paper. They didn't come out very clear, but I like the marks. A little bit of page edging. And then this is the end of the first signature. So there was quite a big gap there, so I just wanted to add this little shabby fabric in here just to break it up, and I like the shabbiness of it and the lace across the bottom. And this middle journal is actually a naked journal for writing in, so I'll just quickly flick through the pages. I won't talk all the way through them. You'll be able to see what they are. Pianola, wallpaper, ledger. I have to tell you, this is 1879 atlas. It's an old Dutch atlas that I've got, and I absolutely love the texture of it. So that's that, and then I've done the same on this side, a bit of texture stitching, just to give it all texture and layers. And then there's the book page again, with more texture paste and a bit of a cluster there. And this is more tissue decoupage, and this is also the calico with the tissues decoupage on it. I used the Glad Wrap method for those, and they came out really well on. This is one of Ruby and Pearl's little printables. I've just aged it, screwed it up, made it look old. So with this, if you've never done it, it's very easy. You just lay down your piece of material. Calico is very good, it always gets good results. Lay a piece of cling wrap or Glad Wrap, and then put your tissue on top, and then just iron it. And so this is a little macrame envelope. No, not macrame, origami envelope. So it all pulls out. I'm not going to pull it out because it takes time to put back together. And these are some of GQ's little words in there. And you just pull that out and then you've got a whole piece of paper. Another one of Heather's little printables there. More Edith. And then on here, so I've got another 1935 garden book, and it has little stories, and so I just took this story out and I've kept it as a whole piece so that you can actually read the story if you want to, and then I've covered the back because that wasn't part of the story. And then here's a nice picture of Grandma sitting in the garden. Love that. More collage in there. Bit of texture paste. This is another inside of a book cover, book page. Oh, this is another one of Heather's printables, and I've just made it like a little envelope so you can journal in there if you want to. It's the centre of the third signature. Some little charms. You'll find a few little charms. It's a first day cover from what year? Oh, I can't actually see the year. Oh, 1964. That's an original. And then these are two little photos. At originals, that one is 1951. And this is the same family, so I'm figuring it'll be around the same time. So they just go in there. That's the other side of that book page, and just put some lace on there. And just another Edith flip out with some note paper in there. Ready for the notes. And this is a glassine bag with the tag in it. It has got a gusset on that bag, so you could fill it up with a lot of things if you wanted to. There's a pocket in there as well. This is 1944 ledger on there. And the African violets, another little journaling card. And picture of another tea card with the violets on, and another one of the little scrappy pads. And over, we're nearly at the end now. It's the avocado dyed paper. I did that a few years ago now. And this is the back page, and it's got one of these little Tim Holtz slots. I don't know what you call them, slot die cut in there. And then I've just filled it up with these cigarette cards. These are all British, so I thought it went with the British theme of the Edith Holden. I'll pop them back in, a little bit of Scrappy there. And this is the mushroom page. This is a nice book page out of the old book. I just thought that was interesting, so I've left that in there as a whole piece. And then this lovely mushroom page. And I've just used baking paper there to get a bit of that rustling noise, and that's that. So that one, I will list this in my shop. If anyone's interested, they can message me. I think at the moment that it's already been spoken for, but if the lady doesn't want it, then it'll definitely be in my shop. So with this, with the hook, so you just make a loop there, put that round the hitch post, and then turn it over and press it down, and it just sits there like that, and it keeps it closed. And this is just my rumpled seam binding, which you all know, if you just wet it, screw it up and leave it to dry naturally, you just get this beautiful crinkled look about it. Okay, well that's all there is tonight, and I hope to see you over on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.